precision attack on the 9 locations of the militant areas without causing any of the civilians effect. It's a great achievement, and definitely this time it has to be an action that where for next 100 years no terrorist activity should be looked at India. This time we need to take very good action, and the strategy was very good. They took 13 days and planned accordingly and attacked all the militant areas in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Now almost we are there inside POK, and very soon I think POK we will take over. And this is very appreciating development for all the Indians. Let us be celebrating and congratulating our army. Bros and kudos to our army.
One more thing, Divakarji, I would like to ask. You are one of the known business analysts of this time. I would like to ask you that if at all India goes on a full-fledged war against Pakistan, what would be the economical situations and what are the ideal situations for India where they have to go across both economy and aggressive warfare?
Absolutely. When you go to war, there will be a lot of economical challenges and bottlenecks. Already few countries given instruction their citizens to not to travel India. So tourism and our airline industries had little dip. I think 30% kind of a finances and revenues got impacted. But the reason is that we were all going very good, and as a country they were struggling as a Pakistan, and we were also trying to grow as the number 3, one of the largest economy. But it is the infiltration and the act what they have done at Pahalgam, and that has triggered it's kind of a retaliation. But this time it is not a retaliation. This should be assault, and we should never have this kind of a problem coming in again. We have to take action. It's unavoidable kind of a situation. You cannot allow somebody to come inside your country and attack on the innocent civilians and asking their religion. And this is going to be never zero tolerance for terrorism. It is definitely having an economical impact to various countries. Now all the economy is still establishing and trying to grow. At this scenario, it is unwarranted. It is pain for businesses and the people at a down level. But the trigger has come from Pakistan. Trigger has come from their military. So definitely we need to attack.
So, Jaisimha ji, Mr. Senior Journalist, what would you like to say on this? What would be the economical situation of Pakistan if at all India wages a full-fledged war against Pakistan?
See, war always means economic burden, particularly on the common people. Most means in the ladder of the society, the lowest of the low people will be suffering because of war. We have seen in the history so many wars, and very recently also Russia, Ukraine and Israel, Gaza war. What happened is the common people of Gaza and common people of Ukraine have suffered very much. But no country will simply go to a war because for fun or an entertainment. Okay, because of the mistakes of Zelensky, Ukraine people are paying the price, and in the same way, because of Hamas, Gaza people are suffering. Here also, Pakistani jihadi terrorists are there. They are the cause for this whole mess, and also the backers. Who is backing these terrorists? The terrorists are not there on their own. They are not on their own, and they are not invading India, intruding into Indian territory just because with their own ability. There is Pakistan army behind this whole thing. So, and if any economical distress arises in the Indian subcontinent, it is because of Pakistan army, and pinpointedly we can say that is this whole war-like situation has arisen because of Asim Munir's jihadist mentality. But the speech just days before April 22, what he said we cannot forget, because he was saying the two nation theory of Jinnah again and again, and he is saying they are different from Indians and Indians are different from them, and Hindu Muslim talk also he was doing. So these kind of religious fundamentalism has brought this whole havoc onto the common people, both from India and Pakistan. And at the same time, war is a problem for Indians, but war is an existential threat for the Pakistan. We have to understand. We suffer some economical losses, but Pakistan is not going to exist as it is right now. So this is a defining moment for the Pakistan in its history, because in 1971 it lost half of its territory because of India only. Our government played the role it has to play, and the rest is a history. There is Bangladesh right now on the eastern side of our country. So now again Pakistan did the misadventure it has to do, and now it is going to lose POJK. Of course, POJK is not their own proper, not their land. It is ours. They have occupied it since 75, 76 years. But the problem is they are going to lose Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa also in the near future. If that happens, the economical aftermath of this whole thing for Pakistan is going to be like a hell, because they are never going to come back to their own. They are never going to come back to their position that was there in 1947, because they will be always a broken state in the future.
So Sridharji, what would you like to say on this?
Really, inflation in the country of Pakistan, it's very low, up to 0.7%. It went up to 59-year low. That itself shows the condition of the country is very weak. Maybe India lose some financial up and downs, but really Pakistan will be wiped out of the India like world map. That is for sure, and it will be divided into two or more plus countries. So it's a big lesson. It's a good lesson for Pakistan, because no terrorist camp should be present in the country. So that itself shows really it's a great move by Indian government, especially Indian Army force are doing well. So that at least it's a good lesson to the world, a good lesson to the Pakistan, so that they will never encourage terrorism in the future. Already the country's inflation rate is very low after almost from 59 years. So that it shows the country is on the downtrodden.
So this question is for you, Mr. Divakarji. How would you like to see Pakistan's situation if at all they are blacklisted in FATF? If at all, many sources are also claiming that Pakistan is in worst economic crisis. If at all FATF puts a blacklist on Pakistan, the situation of Pakistan would be on the gutters. What would you like to say on this, Divakarji?
Absolutely, I think it is currently itself, it is pathetic. After US troops have moved out of Afghanistan, they stopped giving aid. They don't have any productivity, any revenues, and they are suffering with economical, always dependent on the other Arab countries which are giving charity to them, and they also continue, they stopped providing any kind of aid to them. Now in this junction, they really need to be very disciplined and try to grow their economy and seek help from India and various other countries. Instead that they continue to do this kind of an activities, supporting terrorist activities, which are never be appreciable. And now it is going to be much more pathetic for them. None of a single country has shown any kind of a support to them, and nobody is interested to support whatever it may happen. It is the decision of their citizens to quickly understand that who are their leaders, who is this Asif Munir, what is his interest in various these activities which is impacting their entire nation and lives of the people. They should revolt and they should bring back the right leadership. And it is going to be very, very pathetic condition for a nation. Vajpayee Garu once said, we cannot decide our neighbors, we can decide anything, we can do, but we cannot decide our neighbors. And this is the pathetic and kind of a painful condition for us also, because being a neighbor, if they continue to be dependent on various other countries and try to do these kind of an activities and terrorist support activities, will have impact on us. So this time it is going to be a final kind of an action on them, I believe. And now India need to move aggressively and ensure that the base, the brain from where all these things are happening, get attack onto the various areas from where these ideas are generating, and ensure that this there will be a complete stop for this action. And probably we may suffer. As a business analyst, I also feel that there is a little impact on the revenue, GDP growth, or each vertical. Some of the airline industries, travel and tourism, and exports may suffer. We need to take this action by taking little pain, but it is going to be a heavy pain, for intolerable pain going to be for Pakistan, and they deserve it.
One more thing, sir, Divakarji, I would like to question you is, two women IAF commandos coming out there and briefing about yesterday's Operation Sindoor. Pakistan is not at all happy that two women leaders coming out, wing leaders coming out and answering that. How would you see this? Is it a tactical move by India?
You are asking me, sir?
Yes, Divakarji.
Yeah. I think it is a tactical move, and we have the kind of resources in various sections, including women who can take action, and who are committed. And this Operation Sindoor is that because the name also put in, because they have attacked on the people asking the religion and killed the male. And this is going to be a great suffering for women. And this is the retaliation what Indian Army has taken. They have front-ended women, and they did all this activity. So we have resources who are committed, and who are ready to take on any action. Our army is well trained, and it is the number 2 in the world. We have all the weapon equipment. We have 3 times more comparatively in every country. Air Force, we have 3 times more in quantity resources. We have all type of Air Force equipment. We can be ready for any level of attack. But I think Pakistan do not have anything. They have already sold all their spare parts, and even the equipment what China has produced, given it to them. They sold the spares to recent Russia-Ukraine war. So they are not geared up. They're really suffering with the finances. At this point of time, they would have never taken action. They would have condemned, and they would have apologized to India that it was their mistake. But instead that they have taken a very negative action, and India is prepared with a strategic move. They are going to be at a very, very structured way, planned manner. This time it is going to be a heavy attack on Pakistan, so that for next 100 years they cannot look at India. They cannot dare to look at India. That's what I mean to say.
So Sridharji, what would you like to say on this? If at all FATF brings Pakistan into blacklist, what would be the situation of Pakistan? The water from India had been stopped. If at all FATF blacklist Pakistan, what would be their situation?
Really, it's a good moment today. I would like to appreciate 2 wing commanders. One is Colonel Qureshi and Colonel Wing Commander Vyomika Singh, led the briefing after this Operation Sindoor. Really, women officers become the face of India's strong military response. Their leadership, that itself shows, our leadership highlights the growing role of women in the armed forces. So that, it clearly shows we are strong enough to defeat anyone, and we have the good armed forces directly and indirectly showing that. This is, in the first time in the Indian history, I think, 2 women officers, Colonel Sophia Qureshi ji and, Wing Commander Vyomika Singh, came to the media and, brief the Operation Sindoor. Really, we have good, forces. Anyway, it's we have given a strong response. after terror attack in Pahalgam, where, to 26 people, including one foreign tourist like Nepali, killed also. It's a good thing, good movement by Indian, at least armed forces, to showcase our strength also.
Jayasimaji, I would like to ask you, what would be the situation of Pakistan if at all Pakistan would be blacklisted in FATF?
See, it is not at all new for Pakistan. It was uh, informally we can say it was blacked always before also, because before also it was blacked 2-3 times.
True.
It somehow manages to come out of the blacklist, and it will go back to its roots, and it will do the whole terrorism thing again and again. And there is no industry in Pakistan. There is no productivity. There was only this agriculture going on, and Modi targeted that agriculture. That the fellow Asim Munir was saying, Kashmir is our jugular nerve, something he was talking. Actually, their important nerve was agriculture, not Kashmir.
True.
They were surviving on their agricultural produce. They were exporting some of their quality products to some countries, and they were
Dry
also
fruits.
very negligible, but
To
it
say
was
out and
helping them
out,
to
they
survive.
export dry fruits.
Yeah, those agricultural exports also are going to suffer very badly, because there is airspace ban, and this in oceans also they are not able to move freely. Now they cannot use Indian harbors and Indian sea routes. These all things are there, and apart from that, the water, which is very vital for the Pakistan, it is been controlled by India in its own way after the Pahalgam attack. Now, when they don't want, we will release the water, and when they want, we won't give them water. This is the situation there. So, Indus Water Treaty breakdown is a very long-term bad effect for the Pakistan, and it is a question of their survival. Now, if we are not going to give them properly water, the whole existence of Punjab and Sindh also is in question. Among the all states, among all the parts of the geographical parts of the Pakistan, only Punjab and Sindh are little better. Balochistan is very poor, and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is also very backward. Now they want to break down, and this Punjab Sindh also having war, fighting for water. So these kind of internal things are daily raising. If in amidst all these things, if they are going to be blacklisted internationally, they are not going to get any. See, there is one astonishing thing about Pakistan. There are so many poor countries in Africa. Even they don't have taken. They have not taken these many bailouts from IMF and World Bank. It is a record that Pakistan, from its very starting in the 1947 August 15th, from that day to today, in Pakistan is the only country which has taken maximum number of bailouts from Pakistan, bailout from IMF and World Bank. So these IMF, World Bank, and Saudi Arabia, China, and also America, these forces are keeping it alive, Pakistan, or else it would have broken into many smaller parts very long before also. But now the situation has changed. America is no more interested. China is very cautious, and Afghanistan is there to target from other side, and Baloch are targeting every day the Pakistan army personnel. So everywhere there is chaos in the Pakistani territory. So it is I think the countdown has started. It is just a fact. It is just a number of days or months or maybe 1 or 2 years, but the end of the Pakistan has begun.
So Divakarji, I would like to ask you that when the Balakot airstrikes has happened, many people have asked for proof, that what are the proofs that Indian army had made those strikes? What are the proofs that terrorists have been killed. What are the proofs that Indian Air Force have done those surgical strikes? Now, what would you like to say that the people who asked for proof?
You are on mute.
Divakarji, am I audible to you?
No, he's on mute.
Sir, please, can you repeat the question, sir?
In the previous Balakot airstrikes, many of the people who live in India, who made their Aadhaar card in India, who had their passports in India, who had their ration cards in India, who are taking the advantages of every freebie of India.
Sir, I'm unable to hear you.
Sir, am I
There
audible
is
to
some
you?
problem.
Am I audible to you, sir?
No, it's breaking.
Sir, am I audible to you?
Yeah, now you are audible, sir. Please go ahead.
Sir, when the Balakot airstrikes has happened in 2019, many of the people who stay in India, who eat in India, who sleep in India, who made their Aadhaar cards in India, who made their passports in India, who take every freebies from the taxpayers of India, has questioned the sovereignty.
Sorry, sir. Your voice is. I'm not able to get your voice.
Sir, am I audible to you now?
Yes, please go ahead.
So, sir, during the 2019 Balakot strikes, many people have questioned that what are the proof that Indian Army had attacked or Indian Air Force has attacked the Pakistani terrorist camps. Now, what would you like to say for the people who ask for the proof for the Army or the Air Force attacks happened?
No, sir. I think I'm hard listening you. There is some problem. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, you are audible, sir. Am I audible to you?
When you are talking, I am losing. Can you type the question in text? I believe.
Sir, what would you like to say for the people who ask for the proof?
Okay, I got it. No. See, I'll tell you. I don't think if anybody has a dare to ask for proofs now, it is visible, and I think all that part of time that it was the opposition game plan to say that no, there is nothing has been done. But this time it is evident, and this time entire world is in support of India, and even opposition doesn't have anything to talk. And as a united India, including of every religion, caste, creed, every individual, 145 crore people are with Indian Army. We extend our support, and nobody is going to question about our activities, because it is evident that they have taken nasty decision to enter into Kashmir and start again that kind of terrorist activities, which were never welcomed, and we are having a zero tolerance this time. And they really don't understand that it is mighty power in front of them. They are trying to play around, and it's an Indian people or Indian citizens or Indian government was allowing them to, okay, it's okay, let go ahead and let them survive. But if they continue to do this, this time I think there is nothing called proof and all those things. Nobody has raising that questions. In nine destinations at POK, they have attacked close to 70 terrorists have been eliminated, and further action is there, strategy is there in place. They are not going to tolerate any kind of a retaliation now. It is better, like they asked for discussions and conversations. Already Pakistan started triggering, can we have a peace conversation? So better that format they come forward, and that is only the model, sir. I think there is nobody is going to ask proof this time. Evidence proof is available everywhere.
So Sridharji, what would you like to say for the people who ask proof?
No. Why we need a proof? Because already the international media, Al Jazeera, New York Times, everyone is reported. Oh, these strikes. There is no proof needed, because we are targeting attack on like whatever happened in Pahalgam. So that it clearly shows see, we all are united, and at least opposition has to respect whatever the government is doing, and they have to cooperate it. There is no proof, because the attacks are already happened and already happening also. Already not only national media, the international media also reported, and lots of Pakistani airports are shut down, like Sialkot, Islamabad airports are already shut down. So that itself shows, they are under huge pressure.
Like to say for the people who ask for proof? Jai Sima ji, am I audible?
Sir, are you asking me?
Jai Sima ji, am I audible
Yeah.
to you?
Now you are audible. Can you repeat?
What
proofs
would you
is
like
asked.
to say for the people who raised doubts on the operations done by IAF?
Okay. About the proofs, when surgical strikes happened and Balakot happened, there was no public proof, but this time it is completely different. So the people from Congress, like the ex-chief minister of Punjab, Chenni, and Ajay Rai, these kind of people are there who were asking for proofs, but this time the proofs are all over the media. And if you go to the Twitter or YouTube and even on the satellite media live channel, live streaming, everywhere the bombings are very visible. So nobody can ask for a more clear proof than this. And also, if they want any very clear and solid and permanent proof, I hope this war is not going to stop here, because if we stop at just this point of the time, where Pakistan will, of course, will beg for the discussions, and they want the ceasefire, and after just 1 week or 2 weeks they will again go to their roots, and they'll do the same old thing that is their habit. But India this time should take seriously at least one important thing: breaking Balochistan